The Monty and the Pharaoh Show is brought to you by...
Because wine is your second favorite four-letter word. California wine, New York attitude. Good fucking wine.
Yeah. And APB, American Protection Bureau, voted #1 best on Long Island for all your security needs. Call 631-390-9050. That's 631-390-9050. APB.
Hit it.
What is the deal with pro wrestling now? When they're promoting a guy, and look, be honest and tell me if I'm wrong, a guy like Hook is now being promoted as a professional wrestler, as a top professional wrestler. What does a great booker like yourself think about Hook?
Does size matter anymore, or is it just the effectiveness of the gimmick? Because Hook is an effective gimmick, but does size matter
Wait a
anymore?
minute. Wait, hold on. Why is it an effective gimmick? Because 600, 700,000 people are marking out for it?
Fair.
I think
What makes Hook work?
I think you made a good point. Size has almost disappeared.
Right.
It's almost a negative thing.
Correct. Is that good for pro wrestling?
In my opinion, they should do like UFC does. They should have a heavyweight division, a light heavyweight, maybe all the way down to a welterweight.
So if you were booking, you would make different divisions.
But Kevin, you were not Hulk Hogan size yet. You felt like a heavyweight. So what is wrong with what's going on right now?
At
He felt like a heavyweight.
At your heaviest weight, you were a huge guy.
He always
you
felt
were like
like a
230,
heavyweight.
right?
260.
There you go.
260.
There
That's
you
a
go.
heavyweight.
So what
That's
do you
a
see when
heavyweight.
you see Hook? He cannot be 200 pounds.
Well, it's like I'll give you what I say about that. If we didn't have a baseball season this year,
All right. Which we may not,
Yeah.
the way these idiots are going, but go
but
ahead.
maybe we don't have one. And the only team they field is a single egg ball team.
All right.
After 2 years, we go to the ball game, and we'll say the kid's name is Willie Mays, okay? And
I've heard of him.
But he's a second baseman.
Okay.
And it's 14 games in the season. After a few years, we turn and say, hey, he's not a bad second baseman, is he? He's only made 17 errors. It's all what you see.
So we're conditioned to accept what we're given.
It's Pavlov's dog. And
What do you think about Hook when you see Hook? Have you seen Hook?
yes, I have.
What do you think?
I do.
He's not even Taz size. I mean, Taz was, to me, I don't understand why they scrubbed Taz, to be honest, when he got to WWE. He felt like a heavyweight. What does Hook feel like to you when you
Well,
see him?
You
Can
hit,
you buy it?
Yeah, because you hit the nail on the head. The guys are much smaller, so he's
Right.
got athletic moves.
Oh, he's great. I'm not saying he's not.
But he's not going in the ring with his father.
Okay.
He's not going in the ring with
Okay.
Hulk Hogan.
Right.
He's going into the ring with guys his size, maybe
Right.
a little bigger,
Right.
some a little smaller. So the perception isn't there anymore.
So you're telling me AEW is playing a small man game and they're keeping it small to make him look? Because what I'm trying to say is, if a guy like Hook wanted to eventually translate to the WWE, it's not
Right.
possible
How
because
do
when
you-
he's up against a Randy Orton, it's
Right.
like the size difference is.
Can
forget
you
about
see
it.
Hook if he's booked the same way in
I-
AEW as he? Let's say he got to WWE and he's booked the same way. Is he going to get over against Randy Orton?
Does anybody really, except we'll say the Randy and Roman Reigns and Brock, does
Right.
anybody get over anymore in
Thank you.
WWE?
Thank you.
Well, there you go. Is there something wrong with Vince's ideology of getting people over? Now that you've nailed it, Randy, Roman, Brock.
Okay.
Is there something wrong with Vince's ideology currently with what's going on in the big scene?
let me just change that question a little.
All right. Okay.
To me, as an older guy, right?
Right.
The game has changed. You're an older guy. Is Roman Reigns the only guy over, and is he falling into that John Cena, Hulk Hogan,
I don't think Roman is.
Bruno Sammartino
Roman's
category?
different than John.
I think it's a lot harder. I forget who said this, but it was they were talking about going to see Angel. What's his name? The magician.
Oh, Chris Angel.
Chris Angel, yeah.
Chris Angel.
Well,
Yeah.
he levitates. Mm-hmm. But they don't put the lights on the wires or whatever.
Right, right.
Not only do we put the lights on, we have someone coming out and polishing
Right,
the wire.
right.
So that's the other thing is they've been ingrained to look at wrestling now as an art performance. So, I mean, if we're about the size thing, look at Rambo and Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Remember with the movie with Hulk and him?
Sure.
You saw how small he really was?
Sure.
And it kind of threw you back. It threw me back.
Right.
But we were in that era.
But I still believed Rocky had a chance.
Yeah, but if you looked at it, and you
Didn't
look
you?
at it,
Yeah.
if you look at it currently, to us that were at that time, said, "Holy shit, he's not as big as I thought he was." But that's why where I'm going with this is, you keep on feeding a product out there, and after a while, they either go away or they accept the product.
Is Tony Khan legitimate competition for Vince in your mind?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay,
Why?
tell me why.
I'll
Yeah,
tell
we
you
need
what.
to know why.
Tell me
Okay.
why.
You hit it on the head when you said Cena, Roman Reigns, all those guys.
Right, right.
He doesn't want people going to see those guys individually.
Okay.
He wants to see you go
The
see
wrestling.
WWE.
Right.
Interesting.
He's
okay.
branding it,
Right,
and he's branding it much harder than he ever has.
right.
And he says he's not going to sell.
Mm-hmm.
More people that say they're not going to do something when they're in that position usually end up doing what they say they're not going to do.
Okay.